Good afternoon, guys. Hope everyone is doing okay. This is just a random stream, and we will go over trading. So we can just talk about the day trading a bit. Let me just check if my stream works. Yeah, it's working. Yesterday, I hit a really good 70 kilo deadlift in the gym. I have also posted a short about it. I didn't do deadlift like since 3 years. The last time I did one was in the school gym. I've uploaded a video about my trading strategy, and I'll just go over some key components. This is the volume profile distributed from today. You can see lots of selling, aggressive selling. It's weakened, but here we can see the order flow. You can see there was no buy. There is no buying here. And right here is the heat maps chart. Let me just zoom this because I want to see the numbers. If you can't actually see the numbers. Oh, we can, okay. So we have 1.6 thousand contracts on these two levels. Okay. Let's see where this is lying on this point profile. So it is right here where the value area ends. This is where those two orders are. The price is going up. You can see that it rejected as soon as we came into this lower volume node. You can inspect what happened there. So this is here. I can't zoom in more. So had some buyer aggression and sellers got absorbed here. After that, we opened right here, and immediately buyers started pushing the price up again, and you can see as price was going up, the buyers were shrinking, and this is where sellers stepped into the market. So buyers got exhausted and sellers started accumulating, and we are now here. Let me just 2, 3, 4, 5, just for the past 5 candles. Yes. Let's check the news. This is something I want to mainly focus on, because we need a bias. So this is Monday, right? Federals Van Ball. I don't know who is that. Federal Chairman Powell had his last speech, I think, last week. I don't know. And now we have the Waller instead of Jerome. Let's hope he will perform well and make good decisions for the economy. We also have US ADP weekly employment change. We can go over World Monitor to see what is going on today. Just see if we have any viewers already. I don't know if you can hear a vacuum cleaner outside my room. I apologize for the noise. Trader outs. Let's delete this undersea cables and pipelines. We don't need this. The orange shows where the sanctions are going on, and this is where conflict zones are. It marks basically the whole country. You can see Russia. Sudan, stuff like that. Let's go on the indicators and see how the economy is performing. I'm sorry guys, I'm back. So let's check the Bitcoin price. Let's see, it's dropping again. Let's go to full charts. Reset chart view. Why is this so weird? Okay, no. Liquidity sweeps. Okay, Nvidia rose and Take-Two also rose up, which means my stock portfolio is also up. Let's check. Wait. The main economic indicators that I watch are the CPI, which measures the change in inflation, the interest rate, inflation rate, and GDP and unemployment rate. GDP. So now we have 5 of those economic indicators. So we have the CPI, which is the price Um, Consumer price index, I apologize. It's the consumer price index, which measures how much a customer needs to pay for a specific product or service. CPI rose to 1.8, and this means that inflation is going up. We can also see interest rates. And the GDP went up at the start of April, and unemployment rate stayed the same since March. Federal Reserve was the it's the interest rate. So yeah, it is basically a flat line because they did not cut or rise any rates. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sick. So what this can tell us is that first of all, we need to understand that interest rates are like good as long as they are anywhere between 1 to 2 to 3%, and it's currently a bit high. The inflation is also up, and CPI and interest rates, which means that if people want to borrow more money, which is going to print more money into the economy, they are only going to do this at a lower money cost, at a lower interest rate, which means that if you want to lower inflation and interest rate, no, what am I talking about? If you want people spending more, you need to lower inflation. And how you do this is by lowering interest rates. Okay. Hold on, I just need to. I'm back, guys. So, as I was saying, it's a pretty good chance that Federal Reserve will cut interest rates. If we want Bitcoin to go higher, I think this is a major thing that needs to occur, because if people take more loans, they'll probably put more money into crypto, right? How long is this order here? Right, okay, I can't see past 1 hour. Okay, no problem. So my honest prediction is that Bitcoin may consolidate a bit for now. I cannot say too much. But for the next week, we may experience some consolidation tomorrow. If we do, then on the Monday, I'm expecting the Bitcoin to just drop to this lower volume node. Sorry, unfair area, and from there we can start looking for the exhaustion and absorption. Look at this, we've got an aggressive seller that got rewarded and did not get absorbed, at least yet, if he's still holding the position. Okay, price is going down. And it's coming down aggressively. This tells me that there is a lack of passive buy liquidity in the book. If they're not putting so much effort, but still moving the price down drastically, comparing to this. Actually, let's check the volume delta. Now you can see it here. What the fuck? Had to like my own live stream. Also, I've tried downloading data from Binance. to back test it, but I will need to do this with a Python. I was doing it with, I tested some strategies with Cloud AI. I got pretty decent return. Let me just see. I think it's yeah. This is, I still need to tweak this strategy because I'm working on the definition of volume and definition of cumulative volume delta. But for now, low volume node aggression reversal. Profit targets. Wait, what were the rules? Counts. What was the entry? Daily fixed range, present day's price. Okay, so present day must go into low volume node. After I tweak the strategy sometimes, these were the results. Five-minute candlesticks. 62 trades over 9 months. Account grew from 100k to 110k. Max drawdown stayed within the allowed tolerance. And net return. This is how much I need to pass my evaluation account. And this is the equity curve. Did I do anything after that? No. I was just looking on this folder and found this old TikTok that I used to promote my online dropshipping store for hand grippers, which I cancelled. Oh look, I got 1 million views. What the fuck?
Doing 100 reps until my arms look like this.
I don't know why I got 1 million views on this one, but 10 seconds. Oh, so I basically did like a time lapse of squeezing the gripper and then just showed the results, which weren't pretty impressive, but okay, I guess it's cool for the audience. On my other videos, I got like 1k to 6k average views. They were pretty entertaining though. Some of them even got a bit more. I was doing this like 3 times a day, me and my friend, that basically is like not friend anymore, but let's leave this. We had this online store. I can't remember if this was mine or his. No, his store was called some like Flexus. Flexus. I don't know how. This basically had a web store together. Can't believe this. This is like 2 years ago. I don't know. So much happened. I can't even. I can't even remember. This is the store I had. I think I did not get any sales on this one. I did get some saves on the one that I have had before, the one with my friend, which got 90 euros profit, but the cost of hosting the website was basically overcoming the net profit. So yeah, I had to shut it down because I also spent a lot on ads. I tried Snapchat advertisements. I got one sale from it, but mostly I think it was from TikTok organic advertising. I love this videos how I put the lights, and I like how TikTok basically they want to ruin your quality like they do on Instagram. This is probably because they do not save the bandwidth or the storage on the servers as much as they do on the Instagram. Because Instagram is getting more popular lately than TikTok. If you, yeah, look at this. I have the ring light, which I put then on my phone, and it just bloomed these nice colors that I guess people loved seeing. I don't know why the gripper is wet in this video, but okay. What the fuck? Nah, dog. You see nothing. Okay. Let's just take a look at this video. This is not my arm, I think you can know this. This is the black one, this is a good looking one. My arm was like shaking literally. Yeah. Basically the time lapses got kidnapped because it was skinny. 100 reps. This was a cap. I did, actually. I could do 100 reps. I couldn't do 200 of them. Arms, yes. Wait, what? Why was I feeling that went? Is there no comments? There are funny comments under some videos. What the fuck? Edits are crazy. The refund creepers is useless. The problem is that I cannot remember the password of this account. I've tried it sometimes, but I think it's because I deleted the email which is basically linked to this account. And so like when I request a verification code, like I just cannot access it because there is no email. Which time did it take you? 5 comments. I can see one. How did you get these arms fast? Your job shipping the most unknown product. Okay. Thank you. You can build yours that way. Getting the hand gripper just to make ads for them. They don't do drop shipping, but nice arms. Hey, Myers that. Thank you. Mine ain't working well. Not much progress. Should try different exercises. Yeah, because the gripper isn't actually made for the forearms. It's actually made for the wrist part. A lot of times, if you're doing some heavy lifting in the gym, for example, bench pressing or deadlifting, or like shoulder pressing, you'll notice that your grip starts to like hurt around here, and this is because you have skinny wrist like me. You don't have like wider. It will actually build a much bigger tension on your wrist, which will result in like muscle tissue breaking, and this is why you will feel the pain then. And I think hand gripper can help with some of this, but even this you can't do much because there is not much muscle around the wrist, and you basically can't do much with it, but you can build some least resistance, I guess, if you try just gripping this. But for the forearms, I don't think it's ideal. If you're maybe spamming it a lot, then it may like have effects on the muscle. But in general, it's probably just made for like the joints in the wrist. With the neck. Let's see what the Bitcoin is. Okay, so price to drop. I'm just waiting for this sell limit to get filled. Did you know there's a secret way to get one? This is a cap. There's a secret. Where is this one TikTok profile that I used to film on with my friend? And I think there's some videos. It's just what I posted. Wait, I need to find. It's not this one. What? It's probably saved on my phone. I don't think I've uploaded it to my TikTok. I don't think so. I can't find the video. Wait, I have to. I can't remember the name. Flex's TikTok. And it's not. No, it's not this. Strikedown.com. This is the name of the website, I guess. I uploaded this video somewhere, but I cannot remember where. I want to get aesthetic arms. This is not aesthetic though. At least you tried, buddy. Trying to get vein arms. How much kilos? Not bad. Yeah, at least I tried, basically. Cumulative volume delta rose. Pretty decently. What the fuck? I have a slow internet though. It won't load the message. Wait, let me see if there's any commented on my live stream already. Live chat. Yeah, no, nobody said anything, but that's okay. We need to get an insight of what is going on in Iran, because if the war continues, the inflation in America will go up, which means the oil prices will go up. You need to understand the supply versus demand dynamic between for the oil. So if there's a war going on, right, it will be harder to export the oil into other countries, and people need oil, right? Industries, vehicles, and if there's a lot of people requesting oil, or let me rephrase that, there is people that want oil, like they need oil, but there's not a big supply of it. This increases the rarity of the asset, right? It's same as diamond. Diamonds are rare, like earth mineral. Are there minerals? I don't think they are. Wait. Are diamonds minerals? Not mind my dumbass. Yes, okay, so they're considered minerals. Okay, so yeah, they're basically like minerals. There's not a lot of them in this world, and this is the reason they are so expensive, right? Because they are rare to come by. And the same with oil, right? If there is not a lot of oil and more people want it, so people that want oil are the demand, and you know the whole oil by itself is the supply, right? And when the supply chain slows down due to the global conflicts, such as one in the Iran right now, then its rarity increases, which also increases the prices, and it's basically an easy understanding. You just need to put this knowledge into markets, right? Let's check what 1 hours. What happened in the last hour? Nothing too much. I don't know how frequently this website is getting updated. There was no buyers here. They were all here, I guess. And the people that sold here these levels got no, they did not get fill here. This is just the nearest passive buy order. Still not dropping to this zone. Anyways, let's continue watching my TikToks. Red boot for being skin. So I got myself a hand gripper first, grip product. Newest. Just I don't think this still exists. Users. No, what the fuck? Yeah. Yeah, it does not exist anymore, I think. I think he shut it down, I don't know. Oil price has risen. What the fuck? What is that? Blue things. Weather. Oh, it's weather. Let's see what's the weather in Iran. Iraq. Suez Canal. Let's check for the ships passing in Suez Canal right now. I check this often on marine traffic and basically tells you all the ships in the world and where they are and where they are heading. So you can see the green ones are cargo ships, the red markers are oil tankers, and you can see that some of them are accumulated here. Most of them are stationary. Those are the dots, and the ones that are moving are like arrows. You can see them all stacked here before going through a Hormuz. This is Oman. So they basically go here. You can see the route. They go around here. Then they go to the Suez Canal. You can see. And this is where the accident happened 6 years ago or 4 years ago. I don't really know. I think it was somewhere here. Where apparently ship got stuck in this canal. You can see one just passed. Just like a city here. Yeah, it is. Suez. And this is where they come out. What are the blue ones? Oh, this is the passenger. Right. And they go all the way here. This part of Europe, Greece and Turkey. And then they also split here to go to the Adriatic Sea, Mediterranean, Italy, stuff like that. It's in my country. There's lots of cargo ships waiting. But only 2 oil tankers. Okay, so can't really see much information about it. This is the second one. So may receive a supply of oil in my country and the oil may decrease. This is, by the way, the only source we're receiving through this port. I'm just gonna pause the stream for a second. Just turn off my camera mic. Okay, guys, I am back. I apologize again. I had to eat something. Let me just check if my stream got any traffic already. Check if my stream. Nice, nobody commented. That's great. Microphones. Anyways, let's get back into our market review. Price hasn't dropped yet. It's 1 hour of streaming already. That's great. I feel the tension in my back from yesterday's deadlift. It was such a good experience, honestly. I think it's really healthy if you're trying to keep your spine in place and you just shouldn't like overload basically, and you're all good. What are those candles, man? What the fuck? What is that? Zoom level not supported. I can zoom in. What is it trying to tell me, bro? What the fuck? So as I said, for the next week, I want to see price drop down just a little more, so we can have the better opportunity to buy the market. Let's see what else I have here. The folders, others, playlists. Nothing pretty interesting, honestly. We can look at a flight radar. So let's cost and just kind of see what's gonna go on in the air traffic. Over here, this is Iran, and one plane. So this is where the plane took off. Went here. Turned off his... Okay. He's out of the radar. What the fuck? This plane just disappeared from the radar. What the fuck? Okay, never mind. It was just here, that's why I... Kinda weird, but okay. think I'm gonna end the stream here because I don't have much to say, so I'll see you in the